Hello, hello, and welcome to Florence J. Tarot. This is my actually first intentional YouTube pick-a-card reading, and I'm very happy to have you here with me. I even got my nails done for the occasion, got them vamped up to be on camera on the regular. So I'm ready, and I hope you are too. The topic of today's pick-a-card reading is what's the lesson to be learned. So if you're here today, it's very likely that you are in a situation that is challenging, that you've been through something difficult, and you're, instead of, putting the blame on others and stuff, you're actually a reflective person and you wonder, what can I learn from this situation? What's the lesson here? And I want to help you figure that out. So what you need to do right now is pick a pile. You can either pick according to the card deck you feel most drawn to or the crystal you feel most drawn to. If you feel drawn to more than one, that's more than okay. There's likely to be messages in more than one pile for you. Don't stress, just go with your first gut instinct. That's always the right one. Okay, so let's see. We have here the orange calcite, a rainbow fluorite. I hope I say that correctly. And a green calcite. Okay, so go ahead, pick your pile, and skip right to your pile. In the description below, I have all the timestamps, and I'll see you there. Hello, pile one. Welcome to your pick-a-card reading about what the lesson to be learned is. So what we're gonna do is, first we are pulling some tarot cards to see what the situation is that you are in. Then we're pulling some cards to see what the challenges are that you're facing. And then the third position is gonna be the important lessons. And in the end, we're gonna pull some oracle cards for you. So I'm actually so happy that I get to spend all the time in the world on this reading, because well, social media are just everything's too fast. You have to hurry through the whole thing. So I'm so excited to do this with you. Anyway, stop babbling. Divine Spirit, please let us know pile one situation. What is pile one's situation? You want to come out? Okay. What else? What is pile one's situation? Okay. What is pile one's situation right now? Let's see. We pulled the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and Justice. We pulled Justice. I'm feeling called to pull one more here. What else do I need to know? Okay. Okay. Oh, Chariot. So it looks to me that that was the first intuition, the first intuitive hit I had was that you are moving away from the traditional happy family life, although maybe, you know, quote unquote is not correct, because it's not upside down. It does feel like you have had a happy family life, genuinely happy, and it looks like you're moving away from that. And I think to me, it looks like you're determined to become more independent. And oh no, now I've got it. Okay. So your situation. Sorry, sometimes I have to think about it a little bit or just start talking until it comes to me. It appears to me that pile 1, you have a happy family life. And but I feel like you're longing for more, and you're moving you're moving away from this being the sole purpose or the sole thing in your life, the only thing in your life. Okay, but I need one more to figure out what you're moving towards, because you're clearly moving towards something, but it's not clear to me. So please let me know, what is pile 1 moving towards? Please clarify. Oh, you jumped out. I love it when spirit is not specific at all. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. So I'll just take that as the overall energy of your life right now. I don't know if you can see this. Can I make this work? No, I cannot. So how are we doing this? Duck, duck, duck. Okay, Justice. Just so you can look at it. And we pulled the 7 of Pentacles in reversed. Okay. So it's a little bit tricky, that one, I must say. So you have that traditional happy family life, right? But I can see that with the 10 that this emotional fulfillment it's a beautiful place to be, but everything has an end eventually. And I can see here that you're moving away from it for whatever reason. I don't know if it maybe didn't fulfill you the way that you hoped it would. And you're aiming to become more confident. And, maybe something happened that didn't seem very fair to you. And, or maybe some of you, or many of you, are trying to balance that family life with an ambition you have. I think that's what this is talking about. Yes. So maybe some of you were 100% focused on your family, or for those of you, there are probably many of you who don't have a family, who aren't parents yet, or, but then you can just connect this to a relationship. So most of you were completely immersed in a relationship, in something that is emotionally fulfilling, something that has that had your whole heart. And now I think you want to get out there again. It's no longer, it no longer does a trick for you to just be focused on this. You feel like there's more out there, so you're moving away from that. You want, I think you want to start something new. The Six of Swords reminds me of something painful, but of course it doesn't have to be. This is a pick a card reading, so this will resonate with some of you, and with some of you it doesn't. But it does, for some of you, it had maybe a reason that had to do with something painful that happened, maybe with your partner, that made you realize this can't be everything I'm focused on. I need to establish myself outside of this. You know, who am I outside of this family or relationship dynamic? So I think you're step by step trying to reclaim your power, and assert yourself. Because like she looks so confident to me and so assertive, and you know, she looks at things from every angle. She doesn't make rash decisions. So I think you thought this through very carefully, and you know what you want to do, you know what you want to achieve. I think you know where you want to go, and you're very determined to get there. Yes. And actually, up until here, everything's upright, everything's clear, you know, you haven't been blocked or anything. But I think you're struggling a little bit with waiting for the rewards to come out of it, because you probably invested already a lot of time into this goal, into this ambition. Let's say you wanted to start a new job or a new study, for example. You've been putting a lot of work into the goal that you're trying to reach, but the rewards are keeping you waiting. Like you can't really see anything coming out of your efforts yet. And I think that's stressing you out. It's not like you're waiting patiently and you know that success is coming to you. You're probably doubting that. But I can tell you, with the Judgment being here, that, like the card already says, you had a judgment call. You had a big realization already, that you realized what it is that you want to do with your life apart from this. Because honestly, this doesn't look like a breakup to me. Of course, for some of you that can be, with this Six of Swords here, it's very possible that for some of you, you broke out of this setting, since this is the Ten of Cups and it can be the end of a cycle, you know. Some of you broke up and are now aspiring to be independent, and some of you stayed in the relationship or family setting but are trying to balance those two aspects and working hard, hold a steady course towards it, know exactly what you want, but all of you just struggle a little bit waiting for your little cute planties to grow. But it's very clear that you had the type of epiphany you only have when your inner being, your divine guidance is communicating with you. So, my nails. Let's see what your challenges are right now. What are your challenges right now? What are pile ones? What challenges is pile one facing? Florence can shuffle. You will see several editions of that show in every pick a pile. Because sometimes it be like that, right? So, dear divine, what challenges is pile one facing? So I have you, the Fool in reversed. You. Oh, we have Judgment again. Look at that. That card really is here to stay. The Page of Wands. No, the Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. Sorry. The Four of Pentacles. And one more. What more challenge? What challenge? This? Ten of Wands. Okay. And now we have the Three of Swords upside down in the bottom of the deck. So, okay, that changes everything. I guess most of you are going through heartbreak and are struggling with it. So I guess you experienced something very heartbreaking here that caused you to move towards independence, that made you realize that this can't be your whole life or you'll end up being devastated, because you can't rely on someone or something else to just fulfill you. You have to figure out who you are, what you want from life, and you know, you have to fulfill yourself. You have to be the number one person in your life. And I think whatever happened here made you realize that. I'm sorry you're going through pain right now, but it's not going to last forever. I know that sounds like empty words, but becoming more independent and working on yourself is always, always, always the right thing to do. So whatever happened here was important for your development, for your growth. So your challenge, the Fool, Judgment. For some of you, the ending of this relationship or this family setting is causing you to struggle a bit financially, holding your assets together. You're at the very beginning of this passion journey, of this thing that you're aspiring to do. It could be creative work, maybe. You still have a lot to learn, and I guess that can be scary. I think you do know that that's what you want to do. I think you're very certain of that, but okay. I just decided to also look at these underneath each other, because I feel like that could be important. that I think the ending of this, whatever this is for you, that will vary for every one of you, is maybe causing you to be a bit reckless, to act before you think, maybe. You know, maybe you made rash decisions. I don't know if it was a rash decision ending this. Maybe it wasn't necessary. I can't tell you that, but something about starting this new journey is not quite the way it should be. I don't know if you're maybe engaging in reckless behavior, or if it's just that starting new is scary for you. You know, it could simply just be that and nothing else is wrong. That it makes you feel a little bit lost because this is all you ever knew. So now you're starting again from zero. It's funny, we have 10 here, 0 here. You have the end of the cycle. Here you have a beginning. It's a new beginning and it's scary, and I get that. All change is difficult, or not necessarily has to be, but for many of us it is. Yeah, I guess it's important for you to remember to think things through, or feel things through, rather, because if you follow your intuition, you can't really go wrong. You know, with the judgment here, just follow that calling. You had a calling that you're following, and that's always a good thing. It's like when you feel like higher powers made you do this. It was just that a knowing that you had to leave behind whatever was. Like I said, if you broke things off, then the case is clear. But for some of you, it's also you're still in the relationship, but you cannot stay in the situation exactly as it was, and it was due to this calling that you had, a deep knowing that you have to move towards something new. And moving towards this balance and confidence is also new territory to you. It's something you still have a lot to learn, but you're eager to, you know, you're passionate to learn it. You know that it's for the better. We have 2 cards here that are holding on very tightly to their assets. We have here the Pentacles and the Wands. I don't know if you're scared to lose something. But it's all upright. So I don't really see any blockages here. The only blockage that I see is here your fear, and maybe not, you know. Yeah, I think it's, honestly, I think it's a fear here. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you know, the situation is new, and I could imagine that this is putting you in new territory and all sorts of things, also financially. And so you are, I think you are saving money. You're making sure you're not spending too much right now. You're making sure you're spending your money on things that make sense. Because you're very determined to reach that goal, and you are very aware that that can only happen if you save as much money as you can, if you're careful with your spendings. But I just remembered this is the challenges, so maybe that's also something that you find challenging, because you never had to think of that before. I think you had someone in your life that you could rely on financially too, and maybe it's new for you to be responsible for your own finances. And I feel like you're just that keeps coming to me. It's not the traditional, honestly, it's not the traditional meaning of this card, but it's just, I need to say, you're trying to hold your shit together right now. Which, looking at the Three of Swords in reverse, it's absolutely understandable, my love. Oh, this is not an easy situation, but man, I can promise you, all the good things are coming for sure. It's the right step that you took. All right. The only things that are blocking you is impatience and fear, and maybe a little bit of recklessness, you know. But other than that, you're doing the right thing. There was something that hurt you, and you've had a big realization. You had this calling, and you're following it, and you're passionate about it, and you're willing to learn, and you're on the right path. Definitely. So now we want to see, let's move all of this up a little bit. By the way, I apologize if my messages are a little bit rocky. I'm still getting used to talking so much and not thinking and writing first and then posting. It's all a little bit new territory for me, just like for you, so have mercy. But I trust that the important messages are coming out anyway. So what are the important lessons that pile 1 can learn? Tell me, what are the important lessons for pile 1? See, I cannot shuffle but these turn around, so I'm going to take those. Oh, that's 3. Wow. We have the 5 of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune in reversed. The 10 of Swords in reverse. No, in reverse, upright. I'm sorry. I was still thinking about the wheel. Important lessons. Ooh, the Magician. Last but not least, I already have 2 messages that just came to me that I need to give you without going any deeper into the cards. Let me just have one more spirit, please. That's too many. One more. And that, my dear folks, is why I prefer shuffling before starting the reading. But I know that many of you like seeing the cards come out, which I get it. We have the Page of Pentacles in reversed. So the first message that I have for you is you create your own happiness, you create your own abundance. That's what I wanted to say exactly. You create your own abundance. That is the first thing that came to me. And the second thing was your suffering is coming to an end. The cycle of suffering is coming to an end. So don't worry, because that's just thoughts that I had. They just came to me, so I can trust that you're meant to hear them, okay? You've got this. And by the way, before I forget, the orange calcite stands for enhancing your creativity. It helps with the sacral chakra, sexuality, and it helps you integrate spirituality into your life. So and I mean it's also a little hard, you know, so I do think that love is playing a huge role here, which is not surprising. We've already established that you're going through heartbreak, but you're creating something new here, and that is magical. So yeah, wow, there's a lot here. Like I already thought, I think the financial aspect is new to you. We have here Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles speaks of, you could think that these are poor people, but mainly the Five of Pentacles speaks of a lack mentality, because you see that the church lights are on. You could go in, but you're choosing not to. So it's really holding yourself back with certain beliefs that you're holding. And I think one of your lessons here, one thing that you can learn from all of this is that you are creating your own abundance and your own happiness and your own fulfillment. That's what I already said. You're learning that you can't rely on anyone else to open that door for you. You have to do it yourself. And that is big, man. That is something big. That is huge. And I'm very happy for you that you're learning that. It's, wow. That's a big step. And it can feel cold and isolating. But it won't forever once you realize that you have all the options, you know? And another lesson that you can learn is surrender control. With the Wheel of Fortune in reversed, the Wheel of Fortune is always turning, meaning the universe is always working and conspiring and cooking up things behind your back that you're not aware of. Things that you couldn't even imagine are possible are in the works right now. But you have to trust the process and surrender control, which is exactly what this card is, what this card is talking about. I'm so sorry for my bloopers, man. You're impatient. You're impatiently waiting for, I think it's a financial reward. We have a lot of pentacles here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pentacles. And of course, it can be out of a necessity, out of financial needs that you're waiting patiently, but it's just, this is your higher self, or let's say source energy, reminding you or telling you that it's not serving you to be impatient. Even if from an earthly perspective, it's completely understanding. You have to make a living, and you know, in some cases you have to feed your children, but for sure you have to feed yourself somehow, right? It's scary, this newfound financial independence and general independence, being self-reliant and responsible for your own well-being. Yes, it's scary, and we tend to hold tight, have a tight grip on things when we're anxious, when we're scared, but it's not serving us. The universe is working anyway. Law of attraction is always working, so it's really up to you to control your thoughts, to make sure you're manifesting the right things. And that's exactly what the magician is all about. Manifestation, magic, law of attraction. Your power combines all the tools, utilizing all your tools to make sure you're getting exactly what you want. Because if you keep focusing on the stress and the pain and the pressure of it all, you'll keep manifesting, you'll keep attracting more of the same, and you don't want that. So make sure to turn that around again. Trust that the universe is always on your side, and that things are coming your way that you can't even imagine. That's very important. A very important lesson for you is surrendering control over what happens in your life. All you can control is how you feel and what you think. Yeah, you need to get out of this lack mentality and this, you know, maybe you're also a little bit, what's the English word for it? I can only think of the German one. You're just overindulging maybe a little bit, that pain, that heartache. Maybe you're just very focused on it. And yeah, just be aware that at any moment whatever you let gain momentum is what is also coming your way, because that's how the universe works. You have to become aware of your power, of the manifestation power we all hold, that you hold. And then the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it just indicates to me again that this newfound financial aspect is giving you anxiety. It's scaring you. It doesn't sit right with you. Also, I don't know if maybe whatever you started new, maybe it doesn't pay very well because you have 2 pages here. You're inexperienced in what you want to do. But that doesn't mean you're not meant for greatness. You just have to learn. You have to learn first before you can become great. And that takes patience. And that's difficult to have when you so desperately want something. But you gotta go through the steps, my love. It's inevitable. The Page of Pentacles is someone who continuously puts in the work to slowly but steadily get to where they want to go. And I think maybe you're struggling a bit with that. Maybe you just want to skip forward, get there already, but that's just not, I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's just not how it works. Yeah, so let's pull you some, I pulled your oracles already, and now I'm just curious to see what they have to say. I'm gonna move this away a little bit so we have more space. It's gonna mess this whole thing up for the sake of adding oracles. So first we have, now is a lucky time, rabbit spirits. Be here now, hummingbird spirits. Let's see if I can turn this a little bit. Okay. Oh God, I hope this was properly focused the whole time. If not, I'm sorry, please forgive me. The coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. Yep. That's what this is all about. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted, and reversed. Then, stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Yes. All right. That's exactly what I'm talking about, babe. Then, navigating by the stars, follow your bliss, which is exactly what you're doing right now with that judgment call that you had. Now, I guess I'm going to put the last 4 just on top, because I'm running out of space here. Ascending the mountain, keep going forward. Yep. Keep doing the work, honey. You can't skip it. Just keep on moving. Grounding, go deep. Explore your roots. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Oh, that comes right on top of the judgment. Funny. You know what? I'm just putting this here. I hope you can still see it, because I think I don't really wanna cover anything here. I feel like everything's important for me to see it. So we're moving it around some more. And then we have choosing your path. All is possible. Yes. Okay. Keep going forward. I love it when oracles reinforce things that I've already said. So yeah, step into your power. I think that's what I felt so much from this Justice card. For some reason, there's so much power and assertiveness and independence. And also here, the Magician, you're holding, you need to become aware of how much power you're holding. You can have anything you want. Where is it? All is possible. You can have anything you want if you just become aware of your power. You just have to choose your path and then go it. Walk it. And, you know, trust in divine detours here is what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. That's exactly what I meant. Divine detours is when the universe has ways to redirect you, which it looks like things are not going the way you planned them to, and it usually makes us unhappy, but it's all for the better. It's all gonna lead us where we're truly meant to be. So, you know, that thing that happened in your relationship or family life setting, that change, it was obviously very painful, but it was divine intervention. You were probably getting too comfortable and didn't focus on yourself and what it is that you truly want. It's just that that's what you knew, that's what you felt comfortable in, so you just stayed. But growth doesn't happen if we just stay in the same spot all our lives. Growth, unfortunately, mainly happens outside of our comfort zone. So the universe has ways to pull strings to put us in situations that send us back on the path we're supposed to be on. Be present. Be present in the now and don't do this. Don't hold on to the past pain. Don't hold on to what happened. It's done. What's done is done, and you need to be focused on the now in order to manifest your dream life. You cannot go to a place of happiness, bliss, and healing if you keep looking back to pain and sadness and regret. You're just gonna draw in more of that. You don't want that. So yeah, speaking of regrets, I just said that without even looking at this. Nothing is wasted. Everything serves a purpose. Even the ugly things. Even what looks ugly and gross from the outside is serving a purpose. Oh, my throat is closing. Yeah, I know, that's hard for you to hear. What happened for a reason. It was important that it happened, and you can't have regrets. It's not serving you. Yeah, be in the now. Please do yourself that favor. Follow your bliss. Navigating by the stars. It's funny that's in the sky, and the judgment is in the sky. You're looking up to the stars for guidance. You are here watching a pick a card reading, so you probably are a spiritual person. So you're probably turning to spirituality to find peace and to find guidance. And this is, like I said, about embodying, integrating the spiritual realm. You're finding your way back to you and back to your spirituality more. Maybe you've been neglecting that in the past before this happened. So you're doing fine. You're doing well. You're on the right track. Be here now. Now is a lucky time. The rabbit spirits. I love rabbit spirit actually, because it's all about creation. It's about bringing stuff to life, bringing ideas to life, passion projects to life. It can also, of course, talk about fertility, literally bringing to life another human being. But in this context, I think you're birthing something new, a new life, and whatever you're aspiring to do, it must be something creative, to be honest, with this stone, with the Page of Wands here, with the creative rabbit spirits. I get and hear the Magician too. I get the feeling that you're trying to do something creative for a living, and The key to that, that's the main message, I think. Key to that is stay present now. Focus on what is happening right now, how you can make yourself happy right now. Don't look back too much. Don't have regrets. Trust that everything is happening for a reason, that everything in the past happened for a reason. Don't give up. Keep going forward. You cannot skip to the top of the mountain. It doesn't work. You have to take one step at a time. There's no way around it, but you're gonna get there eventually. I must tell you, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. So the only thing missing is a 10 of Pentacles, which is probably what you're waiting for. So stay focused on the now. Invest your energy wisely and it will be returned to you in material assets too. But yeah, a breakthrough is at hand. I think you're gonna figure out you're gonna figure out how to handle this situation. You're gonna have another big realization probably that will bring you forward. Anyway, I hope that this was a help for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it resonated with you. Make sure to leave a comment so that I know. Let me know which pile you were. I would love to interact with you, to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss out on any videos from me. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok for shorter content, for, you know, quick advice for the day or something like that if you don't have the time for something in-depth like this. And of course, last but not least, I am available for personal readings, so feel free to email me. You can find my email address in the description, and also if I for some reason forgot to put it there, it's on my profile info. So if you ever feel like you want to invest in something real personal, then contact me. And if not, all good. I wish you all the best, all the bliss in the world. I know you've got this. You're guided, you're protected, you're safe. You don't need to be afraid. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. You chose the Rainbow Fluorite, which is all about keeping a clear mind, clear focus, grounding yourself, as well as elevating your spirit, heightening your intuition, and increasing inspiration. Just in case that resonates with you, I wanted to mention it. So first, what we're gonna do is we're pulling tarot cards for your situation and your challenges, and in the end, your important lessons that you can learn from the situation. And as a very last step, we're gonna pull some oracle cards for some last word advice from Spirit. But first, let me shuffle this. Personally, I don't really like shuffling on camera because I feel like it always takes so long, but I know that many of you like to see the cards come out, which I can totally relate to, prefer to. So we're doing that. First, oops. So, what's Pile 2's situation? Okay. Okay. This fits the stone that you picked very well, because the Ace of Swords is all about inspiration, about having an epiphany, an idea, being hit with inspiration. Speaks of the mind, everything rational, logical, everything concerning the mind. But you also have the Ace of Cups, which speaks about a new opportunity for love, emotions, having a very full cup. The Six of Wands in reversed and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, it's interesting. I am gonna pull some more just to clarify. What else do we need to know about pile 2 situation that will clear things up? What else do, okay, so many. Somehow, there's always so many coming out. I don't even know where to go with all these cards, man. There's just so many. Okay. This is crooked. Fix this camera because this is all, I must have hit my camera. I'm so sorry. I'm still a beginner in this game, so have mercy on me, please. This is so much information. So I feel like there's a lot of new things happening for you simultaneously. That's probably why there are so many cards here. I did not intend to pull that many, but what wants to come out wants to come out. Who am I to interfere with what your higher self wants to let you know? Oof, pile 2. There's just so much going on here. So yeah. Something inspired you into starting something, but you're not feeling like it's successful. And so we have the cups here again. Oh, this is very, I feel so confused. Maybe you're super, I feel like there's a lot going on in your life right now and it's all very confusing. And I feel like you're struggling between what your heart wants and what your mind says, maybe. You might be going back and forth between these two aspects. And I think this is indecision that keeps you from seeing success. You also have the Eight of Cups here. I just noticed that I didn't show you the cards one by one. Oh well. You have the Eight of Cups here in reversed. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away from an emotion that no longer serves you, a painful situation that you're just ready to move on from. Okay, yeah, this is reversed, so there's something you're not ready to move on from. It's an emotional matter. Yeah. I feel like we're getting closer. You are someone who is very well grounded in their emotions, groundedness, and but also, you know, being grounded in their emotions, but also they're intuitive. Intuition. The Queen of Cups is someone who's mastered their emotionability, who finds strength in emotional vulnerability, who knows that being vulnerable is being strong. Being in touch with your emotions is having power. And she's sitting in it. She's sitting with it. She sits in her emotions, taking deep breaths, knowing all is well, no matter what she's feeling. She's very powerful. So I think you're a very emotional and intuitive person. And I think that there is someone or something that you're very emotionally attached to. Now the Ace of Cups, it's not reversed, so I think your emotions are genuinely happily overflowing when you think of this thing or this person. Like the emotion is very genuine, and it's not really, I don't see any pain here. Only that there is a lot of up and down and up and down and up and down. Jesus, wow. So I don't know if some of you are in a relationship that is very up and down, and back and forth, and it leaves you confused because you genuinely love this person very, very much, and they inspire you, I think spiritually too. I think for many of you it can be quite a spiritual connection, which is making walking away even harder. You're not sure what to do. You're definitely not sure what to do. I think you feel like all of this has such a huge potential to grow into something beautiful, but for some reason it's not succeeding, and it feels like it's just an uphill battle, even though the emotion is there, the spiritual connection is there, but it's not going the way that you wish it would, and you're contemplating walking away from it, but you're not ready to. Yes. And yeah, that's difficult. Okay. So let's see, what are the challenge? I really want to know, what are the challenges that you're facing with, I'm assuming it's a person. Of course it can be something else that you're passionate about that just doesn't go forward. But I feel like there would be more wands here and less cups, and this is really an emotional subject. So I'm gonna stick, from now on, I'm gonna stick with relationship and person, but if it resonates more with you, you can also adapt it to, you know, a passion project or just something else you feel emotionally about, whatever your situation is. So what are the challenges in this relationship? Oh Jesus, oh my God. Pile 2, what's going on in your life? Something else? What are the challenges in this relationship? No, that's just me not being able to shuffle. Don't worry about it. That happens a lot to me, like I already mentioned, but this one will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there something else? Some other challenge that we need to know about? Okay. The Queen of Swords. Which is funny because I started pulling cards already before, and then I stopped the video because I remembered I didn't mix the cards yet and everything came out upside down, so I thought, oh, I didn't mix it properly. But this queen is meant to be here because I pulled her in the video before. 3 of Cups in reversed. Eight of Swords. Seven of Swords. The Hangman came out before too. That's so cool. That is so cool, pile 2. These two came out in the video that I started taking before in the world. Your challenges. Seeing things clearly for what they are. I think you're so emotional about this person, about the situation, that you can't see clearly. And you don't know how to cut through the bullshit because it's such an emotional situation for you. I hope you could hear me well. Yes. The Queen of Swords has been through a lot, and she knows exactly how to cut through the bullshit and to let people, come to the point. Sometimes it's a little bit insensitive. It can seem a little bit insensitive, but she just doesn't have the time to what's the expression? Yeah, it will come to me later. The 3 of Cups in reversed. I don't know if you guys are not having fun with each other, if there's a lack of celebration, a lack of, fun and community. And we have here this feeling caged, feeling chained to a situation. Even though it's only how we perceive it, because, we always have control over what situations we want to stay in and which we don't. But you're feeling very tied to this person, and you can't seem to break away from them. But it's only your perception, and that's what I mean. You're not seeing clearly. You're too emotional. And Seven of Swords. There's something sneaky here. I know, something is fishy. I don't know if, sorry, I have something in my eyes. It's bothering me. Actually, I want to know what this is about because I don't like it. I don't know if maybe you're not seeing this person clearly because they're not who you think they are. What is this 7 of Swords about? funny that I start rubbing my eyes here when I tell you that you're not seeing clearly. Energy is funny that way. Okay. Just so I've mentioned it, the Hermit is right now at the bottom of the deck in reversed. Hermit is about introspection, going within yourself, listen deeply to your own wisdom, pulling away, which might be important, but also maybe you've been pulling away too much from, okay, yes. Been pulling away too much from your friends. I feel like this relationship has been taking up all of your energy and attention, and you've been neglecting your community, the people who are always there for you, who have your back. Oh, this you're tying yourself to this person because you're not seeing them clearly and the situation for who they are and what it is. They're not who you think they are. There's something sneaky going on. We also have the moon shining here on the situation. The moon is about, I know we don't have the moon card here, but I feel like it's important to mention the moon is about all things mysterious, that things are not the way they seem. So either this person is not the way they seem, or this is just talking about how you cannot figure this person out. And that's why there's so much that's why there's so much confusion, because you can't seem to get a grip of who they are and what they want and how you can please them. And something's bound to happen to break you free from the situation. The tower, the tower moment is a moment that is so destructive, so powerful, and that seemingly comes without any, like we have no control over it, but it changes our life. And you need to surrender to the process. I see that this is not going to go on for much longer, because we have the world here. The cycle is coming to an end. There's a sense of completion here. Something is going to happen that is going to change it entirely. I think maybe they're going to do something that are going to leave you no choice than to make a decision. And there's not going to be any other option than what this situation is going to present to you. But yeah, your challenge is definitely seeing the situation and the person clearly for what it is, and reconnect with your closest friends. Open up to them. They have your back. And I don't know, it feels like this is a pretty toxic relationship, because you've invested so much in it. You invested so much in it, and you've been waiting for it to pay off, but it doesn't. It's difficult, it's not successful. You're just very, very emotionally invested, but things are not the way that you perceive them. Now, of course, I can't tell if the person is not honest to you or if something else is going on, but I can just tell you that this doesn't seem like you should be in this. I don't think you should do this to yourself, because, you know, no one can keep you anywhere. So stop doing this to yourself. You don't have to keep guessing what they want, what their motives are. I'm getting a feeling of, you know, having to watch your every word because, oh, I'm just with this card. 1 step forward and 3 steps back. I'm the love of your life until I make you mad. Sorry for my bad singing, because I couldn't remember the melody right now. 1 step forward and 3 steps back. That's what this reminds me of, you know, Olivia Rodrigo's song. Hang in there. Hang in there, because the solution is gonna present itself to you very, very, very clearly, and it's gonna be inevitable. Sorry, I can't speak. You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, now, what are the important lessons to be learned by group number 2? The Hermit again. There we are. The important cards will always come out several times. What important lessons need to be learned? I'm just gonna, you know, be assertive, be independent. Don't isolate yourself from your loved ones. Find your inner wisdom. What else? What else do we need to know? What lessons need to be learned by group 2? Yes. Oh, I'm loving this. You have so many major arcana here in your lessons. Generally, to be honest. Wow. I'm gonna get back to this in a second. As soon as we have those last 2 cards. Oh my god, I just dropped the whole thing. This is such a slippery deck, but I love working with it because the messages come so easily to me. I'm most used to working with this deck. It was my first one that was gifted to me by my mom. And it just speaks to me. Okay. What is the last lesson? Or more info about the lessons that group 2 needs to learn. Yes, okay. So, how many major arcana do we have here? Major arcana speak about the major life changes, major shifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, group 2, life is shifting majorly for you, and what you're going through right now, I know it's so hard, but it's gonna transform you in a way you can't even imagine yet. So hang in there. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so first and foremost, we have the Queen of Wands here, which she is. Oh, I think it was upset. I think it was reversed, and I accidentally hit. Whatever, it's not important. She is very independent. She, you know, she's so passionate. She's so fiery. She is a boss bitch. She's powerful. She doesn't need anyone. And I think that's something that you need to learn, that you're learning through the situations. Is, this reading is called What's the lesson to be learned here? You're gonna learn to be on your own 2 feet, and that you don't need anyone to fill your emotional cup other than yourself. It's your responsibility, and once you figure that out, ooh, the world's gonna be yours. You're the boss bitch in your life. It's your life. You get to decide who's in it, and you shouldn't settle for anyone who doesn't make you 100% happy. And I say that not in the sense of, nobody's perfect. No relationship is ever 100% perfect. There's going to be highs and lows, but it can't be like 80% I'm just suffering and maybe 20% of the time I find happy moments. No, it should be the other way around, if anything. And if the equation doesn't, sorry, sometimes I don't know how to express things in English. It's not my native language, but I think you know what I'm getting at. And it's funny that the Hermit that we saw before just came out right under your friends here. Because when I saw the Hermit, I actually started understanding what this is talking about, and now they're underneath each other. That's so cool. I think being in this relationship has been very, very isolating, which reminds me actually of narcissistic abuse. I don't know if you want to look that up, if you're familiar with it. There's something called gaslighting, when they make you question your reality by denying your reality. It's very manipulative. Something has you feeling isolated, or has you isolating yourself. You're not opening up to the people that always had your back, probably out of fear of what they're gonna say, but you're just gonna keep getting deeper and deeper into this relationship if you don't focus on other things outside of it. You're hopefully learning to get out of this, and also to embrace your inner wisdom, to rely on what you know deep down inside, which the High Priestess here is confirming that to me. It's a highly intuitive entity, a highly intuitive person who knows to trust her gut, her instincts. Very connected. And then when the Empress came out reversed, that kind of made me sad, because I feel like this relationship has made you forget how powerful you are, has made you forget you're holding the potential of the world inside you. You have so much potential too. The Empress. I love her. She's the mother of all. She's nurturing. She's She's a ruler, but in a way that is very grounded and gentle. You know, it's divine feminine energy. And it doesn't matter if you identify as a woman or not. It's energy. It's feminine energy. It's that energy of nurturing, taking care after, creating. Because feminine energy is extremely creative. You know, we carry and create children in our wombs. It talks all about creativity. And I know very well how it is to be in a situation like that where you lose all of that, because this is just sucking all of the energy and creativity out of you. And I think you forgot of your own power. There's so much upside down here, you know? Your divine feminine energy of creation and all of that good stuff upside down. Your inner wisdom upside down. Isolating yourself and not being assertive, not being in your power, not being independent. So this situation, this relationship has been stripping you of so many aspects of you. And the lesson to be learned here is to reconnect to those aspects of you, to listen to your intuition, because I know you know that you need to go, but you're refusing to. You're refusing to because you're still so emotionally invested. You're feeling so much about this person, but I need to tell you right now, you're not seeing them clearly. You're not. And it might help you to talk to your friends and closest people outside of this relationship to get their point of view. Maybe you've been fearing that. You don't want to see, you're not ready to look at this the way it is, but something is gonna happen that is gonna strip you from all doubts. Until then, hang in there. Until then, everyone can tell you what I'm telling you, and it's not gonna really get heard. You can hear something with your ears as much as you like. If you don't feel it in your heart, it's not, arriving where it should. But everything in due time. You can't pressure yourself. It's a process. It's a learning process. You're learning a lot, and like I said, so many major arcana. You're transforming majorly. Those situations. It's like that saying. I don't know if I can repeat it properly, but about pressure and a diamond. How a lot of pressure creates diamonds. And that's my personal experience too. The hardest situations I've been through have shaped me into who I am today, and that is someone stronger, someone more independent, someone more sure of themselves, someone more confident. And you're learning huge lessons over the course of this relationship. However long that's still going to take, it is going to come into completion. Probably sooner rather than later, or it wouldn't show up here. The Two of Swords speaks about this indecisiveness. And I think becoming more decisive is also one of the lessons that you can learn from this. How to, use your inner wisdom and your intuition to make more confident decisions and not even question not question your intuition anymore. The Two of Swords is also a push and pull between. That's so funny. I said that in the beginning. A push and pull behind your between your intuition and your mind, your heart and your mind. I'm loving this reading, pile 2. It's awesome. Thank you for being here. Seriously. Yeah. That's what I said in the beginning. Confused, feeling push and pull, up and down. And you're learning. You're learning that. There's so much to be learned here. You're learning to trust your inner wisdom and your intuition to make more confident decisions that are rooted in knowing yourself, knowing what you want, what you don't want. The King of Swords in reversed is not a very pleasant fella. Is someone who uses their intellect to, and you know, they're very aware of their intellect and they use it against you. And that's probably the person you're dealing with, and you're gonna learn that in due time, because I'm telling you, I've been telling you, this is not, you're not seeing that clearly. The Queen of Swords is upright. She sees clearly who's in front of her. You cannot bullshit her. But he is upside down. He's pretending someone that he's pretending to be someone he's not. And the King of Swords, like I said, like he will manipulate you. Yeah. So I pulled your oracles already. Since I don't really have any space left, I'm just gonna put them on top. We have awareness. Live in the moment. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. Possibility. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. Yes, baby. I told ya. Then nature. Yourself. Find a sanctuary in nature. Connect with the elementals. Which brings me back to the Queen of Cups, this emotional, intuitive queen that is so connected to her emotions. And look how... Oops, I flipped the camera. I'm so sorry. Look how she's sitting in the water. And I don't know if you're a water rat. We say that in German. I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know if you're connected to water or a different element, but you know in your heart what it is, do it. For me personally, I could be next to water all the time, in water all day. For me, it's water. Maybe for you, it's something else. Maybe for you, it's walking barefoot in the grass. Whatever it is, whatever grounds you, whatever connects you to nature and to yourself and to the present moment, go for it, do it. Gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. That's what I mean. Vulnerability. Vulnerability is strength. And you're not weak for feeling strongly. Please don't beat yourself up over having love for this person. Having love for people, even if they hurt you, is our biggest and strongest asset. Love is never wrong. Love is our purest form that we always need to return to. But you can love someone and still not tolerate their behavior. You can love someone and still draw boundaries. You can love someone and still move away from them because they're not good for you. Love has nothing to do with any of it, but also be kind to yourself. Honor your gentleness and speak words of love to yourself. Love yourself enough to not stay in this situation. Staying focused, hold the course. Great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. So if you're really in those final stages of making a decision to leave, oh, go for it, my love, please. Seahorse spirit, watch and wait. That's a little bit, conflicting, but also conflictive statements. But I think it's just saying there's different people here watching this video, and it can be either that you're ready and you're considering it seriously, then go for it. What you waiting for? It's gonna be an adventure. But for some of you, you're not ready yet to take that move. And look, the seahorsey is a water animal too. Again, it's sensitive, you know? It's not very active. And it doesn't like confrontation. So channel, if you're not ready, if you're not here and you're here, then don't, then wait for it. Because something will come that will make this decision easier for you. So this is the Hanged Man, the seahorse spirit. It's telling you again, if you're not ready, then hang in there. There's no timeline for this. Don't pressure yourself. It's gonna come to you. And we have the flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between in reverse. Again, that's the same. You're in an in-between state right now where you don't really want to stay. Oh, look. It's like this is telling you a story, telling us a story. Stay focused on your ultimate goal, which is and should be all of this. Okay? Your focus right now should 100% be on you, on rediscovering yourself. Like, don't even focus too much on your relationship. Just do your thing, okay? Do your thing, because law of attraction, like if you raise your vibration, everything that doesn't match that vibration falls away one way or the other. Either your surroundings elevate with you or they fall away, and it's going to be natural and easy. So focus on becoming that boss bitch. Reconnect to your inner wisdom. Focus on yourself, what brings you joy, what grounds you. Ground yourself. Oh, this is so exciting. Stay focused on you 100%, and just embrace that you're not 100% circumstantially, I don't know if that's a word, where you want to be, because you don't really want to stay in this relationship because the relationship doesn't really match your standards. Yeah, raise your standards, elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. Disconnected, focus on yourself, raise your standards, realize what you deserve, who you are, remember. And live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. Yeah, that's law of attraction too. Like, you need to be very focused on yourself, on your thoughts, on your feelings, on your happiness. Because if you do that, everything else will fall into place, I promise you. I cannot stress this enough. Focus on yourself and nothing else. Accept where you are and go with the flow. See what happens. Once you're ready, you venture forward, but not before. You can't decide to leave something behind if you're not 100% ready for it, because then you're gonna have regrets, you're gonna have negative thoughts, you're gonna question your decision, and you're gonna attract exactly the same as you left behind. So this is the major lesson that you are learning right now. Oh, this is so cool. Don't repeat those mistakes this time around. You know, take it easy, focus on yourself, make yourself your top priority, your happiness, your joy, your bliss, your wisdom, maybe your spirituality. Reconnect to it if you've been neglecting it. Because I can tell you from experience, it leads you to great places. It's why I am here today doing your reading. Wow. This is amazing, pile 2. I really strongly urge you to focus on yourself. It's the best thing you can do, and I wish you all the best. These are all the messages I have for you today. I wish you all the best in this journey. Please leave a comment to let me know if it resonated. I would love to chat with you, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, to make sure you don't miss out on any of my future videos. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok for shorter content whenever you need short daily guidance or whatnot. And last but not least, you can also, if you have the urge to, if you feel called to, you can contact me via email. I'll put it in the description, and if I forget to, it should be on my profile info. You can email me for a personal reading. I'm open for that. So yeah, I wish you all the best. Only love and light. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you around. Bye. Hi, pile 3. You're here because you picked the green calcite, which is a crystal that stands for all things regarding the heart. It's a heart stone. It's supposed to have a calming and healing effect on our hearts. It helps us with emotional focus. So I'm really curious what your reading is going to be about. We'll see if it's relevant, but it usually is. We are going to be working today with the Unfolding Path Tarot, which is a brand new tarot deck I have never worked with before, and you're going to be my firsts. I'm very excited to be working with this. It's gorgeous. And yeah, so what we'll do is first we're going to pull cards for your situation so I can see what it's about. Your challenges, and then your lessons, and in the end we're gonna pull some oracles for last word of advice from spirit. So let's get into it. Also curious how this is gonna go, how the interpretations are gonna. Ooh, this is wonderful. Wow, it bends so easily. I'm already loving this. Okay, one card just flew out. I'm just gonna take this and put it here, because those things usually don't happen without reason. Now let's see. What's the first card that flew out? It's the King of Pentacles in reversed. So what else? What's the situation? What's pile 3's situation right now? What is pile 3 dealing with? Spirit, we want to know what pile 3's situation is. What's pile 3 dealing with? This is just lack of talent in shuffling. You'll see a lot of that, actually. I should make a series out of it. I'll probably make a collection of failed shuffling, and just so we can all laugh about it. 7 of Cups. Justice. What else do I need to know about pile 3's situation? 3 came out. Jeez. Okay. We're just taking them all, I guess. The 3 of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. And 9 of Cups. It's quite, I must say, quite a duality here. Because we have major heartbreak, but we also have embracing your manifestations and, you know, emotional fulfillment, getting so close to your goal. We have a hard determined worker. We have someone well balanced to look at things from every angle before making a judgment. Someone very fair. We have choices, struggling to choose between things, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, of course, this one came out before I even started shuffling for the situation card, so it might belong somewhere else, but we're just going to keep it here. Now, out of curiosity, what does the bottom of the deck say? The Page of Pentacles in reversed. It's the overall energy. Well, it's all upside down, so at least that's something. Let's see. So you're in a situation right now where I guess you have to choose between many options. So I think you're really weighing those options very carefully before making a decision, before choosing something. Now I wonder if that's, I really wonder what that's about, because you're clearly working towards something. And you're ready to embrace it. You're ready to embrace all the rewards from that hard determined work. I just wonder why, I wonder what that pain is about here. You're clearly starting something here with the Page of Wands. But I'm gonna pull a clarifier for this Three of Swords to see what this is about. What is the Three of Swords about, dear Spirit? Let us know what the Three of Swords is about. Because intuitively, I just thought from the look on her face that she's making herself crazy with this decision-making process, like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? It looks more like this for me, but it does speak about heartbreak, the meaning of this card. So I just want to pull a clarifier for the Three of Swords. What is this about? Please let me know. The World in reversed. Completed cycles. But refusing to let go. So what does this say? Six of Wands in reversed. Like not succeeding. Something's not succeeding. So some of you probably, or most of you probably went through a breakup, through heartbreak of some sorts. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be related to a person. It can also be related to a failure of some sorts. You know, sometimes we have goals, we start projects that we're very passionate about, but they fail. Yeah. Well, something's hasn't succeeded, and it left you heartbroken. Now, like I said, I don't know, for some of you that's a relationship, for some of you that's a professional endeavor, and it left you very heartbroken, and in the process you're not letting go, you're not letting the cycle complete, you're resisting that. And what is the King of Pentacles in reversed? Yeah, I think this is talking about a professional journey, I think. Yeah. Because you haven't reached the place, you haven't reached that comfortable seat the King of Pentacles is sitting in, if you know what I mean. He is a well-established, well, here he's portrayed as a well-established businessman. Of course, you know, this endeavor of yours doesn't have to have anything to do with, you know, finances or whatever the classical perception of a businessman is. It's just that he takes care of himself, and he's very successful. He sits very comfortably, if you know what I mean. It's Taurus energy, and Taurus are builders from ground up. Taurus loves to build things from ground up, to build their abundance and success from ground up, to start something from scratch. And I think they take a lot of pride in being incredibly skilled in that. And maybe you tried starting something from scratch and it didn't succeed. Or maybe you're holding yourself back from starting it because you feel like there's so much I could do, you know? I think you're a person that has many interests and that is passionate about many things, which also Taurus, it's funny, I don't know if you're a Taurus or if you have a lot of Taurus in your chart. Doesn't have to be, of course. Taurus is said to just be very good at whatever they start. Doesn't really matter what it is, they're just very, when they start something, they like to do it right. They like to see it through, and they don't half-ass things. And when they do something, they're usually very good at it. And I think there's many things that I guess you could choose from, because there's many things you're good at and there's many things you're passionate at that you feel connected to. And you have you have all the possibilities, and you're not making rash decisions here. You're not about to rush into something, because I think you failed at something before. Well, I say failed because nothing's ever a failure. Every experience is valuable, and every experience brings you closer to who you are and what you truly want from life. I just say failure as, you know, what we understand of it. You tried something and it didn't work out. Okay? So I feel like you've tried something before and it didn't work out, and it left you pretty crushed. And I think you're holding on to that so much, not letting this cycle end, that you're holding yourself back a little bit, maybe. Because that stops you from stepping into your true power, that true boss energy, that you have all it takes. Honestly, I see it here. Yeah. We see that Taurus architect energy here that is blocked, probably out of fear. But you have so many options to choose from, so many talents, so many interests. You're a very reasonable person. You're not impulsive. Oh no. No. You're not impulsive. You're very you're careful. You think things through. You know what I mean? And you are, once you made a decision, you are a hard, determined worker. You know what it takes, and you're willing to do it, and you know that you can succeed. Deep in your heart, you know that you can succeed at anything. And there's nine of cups, man. Everything that you want to manifest is on its way to you. All you need to do is embrace it. And wow, I admire your energy. Very grounded and calm to me. So let's see what what your challenge is. How I'm gonna do this. What are pile 3's challenges? Oh no, pile 3's challenges again. I thought it was a 6 of wands again for a second, but it just looks similar. Pile 3's challenges. What are pile 3's challenges in this situation? They want to build something from scratch, but they have options. They have everything it takes. So what is their challenge? Last one. Okay. So challenges, the overall energy is the 10 of Wands in reversed, which tells me that you're finding something extremely, like a pain in the ass, extremely annoying and difficult, like uphill battle. So we have the 7 of Wands here. The Moon. Three of Cups reversed. Six of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands in reversed. So always triggers me when I'm just gonna put this here for a second. Challenge. Boundaries. Not knowing everything, not everything is obvious. Yeah, okay, so here I just got the sense that since you are you're a very earthly person, I feel. It's funny that I feel this way because we have 2 Cups cards and 2 Pentacles cards, so you know, maybe you have both water and earth dominantly in your charts, maybe. But I just feel like generally you are a careful, well-grounded person, more down to earth, you know, not impulsive, explosive, overly emotional, more rational. And but maybe that goes so far that you don't really know how to embrace the unknown and to, I don't know how well connected you are to your intuition. Because the moon is very, very mystical. Things are not the way they seem, you know, you can't see. It's not so obvious. So I think that is a challenge for you. You can't know what's coming, so you don't know how to decide. Because this is under the 7 of Cups, so I feel like that's making your decision making harder. The lack of knowing, but no one can know for sure. Some of us are equipped with a strong intuition, and that can be helpful, but just you don't have control over what's on the horizon 100%. It's unclear, and that's challenging for you. And the 3 of Cups in reversed, it's friendship, celebration, joy, community. And here we have boundaries and possible conflicts, defending yourself. Now I don't know if that defending yourself is about defending your choice to someone, to people, if you maybe feel like they wouldn't be accepting of whatever choice you want to make. If that is something you find challenging, that hinders you in your decision making, that you maybe care too much what other people think, or alternatively drawing boundaries in the sense of, no, I think that's what it was about. And maybe that's stopping you from letting your friends in. You don't really want them to give their opinion because you feel like you might have to defend them. So you would rather make this decision alone, in the dark, by yourself. The 6 of Pentacles speaks about an equal exchange, an equal give and take. You know, you give money, you get blessings. And I see that also as energy exchange too. You got to be careful where you invest your energy. Your energy is your most valuable currency, and you got to be conscious about how you want to invest it. Again, this is all super careful. Like, everything gets very well thought through. I feel like maybe even too much. There's a lot going on in the mind. There's not a lot of feeling into the situation. You're just a very cautious person, and this is not to say that that's a bad thing, especially when you want to build something from scratch. It's good to think things through, but sometimes you got to take a risk and just go for it and just start it. Ace of Wands is reversed here, which is about new passion projects, inspiration. I think the Wands aspect challenges you. You know, going with the passion of things is a struggle for you. Carrying those wands, literally, that's so funny. Carrying those wands upstairs is a pain in the ass for you. So I think it's safe to say that you are someone who likes to play it safe. But if you want to build a business from ground up, you have to take certain risks. Doesn't have to be reckless ones, but it is risky from time to time. And you can't just play it safe constantly, is what I'm thinking. Even if the unknown can be creepy, scary, you also can't shut everyone out. I mean, of course you can, and at the end of the day, it's your decision. You know what I mean? But I think other perspectives can also be helpful to you. You can take everything people say to you with a grain of salt. Just because someone has an opinion doesn't mean you have to give a crap about it. But the people you value most, your closest friends and family, the people who always have your back, they will only give you feedback that is truly valuable to you, that you can use to your advantage, that will help you maybe make a decision because they know you. If something doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to go for it. You don't have to go with it. Learn the intuitive aspect more, maybe. Yeah. Don't shut them out because you fear they could influence you. That's in your power. Draw the boundaries, you know, let them in, but draw the boundary as to, you know, until here and no further. That's for you to say, that's for you to decide. You can tell them, okay, up until here, I'm willing to take your feedback. And from that point, it's my business. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I'm trying to tell you. Boundaries are okay, but don't just shut everyone out, because I think it can be helpful to you to get your people's input. I'm sure they mean well. So where did I put my car? Oh, I'm so dumb. They're here. I'm gonna leave this here. So let's move all of this upward a little bit, so I have some room for the lesson row. What are the important lessons to learn for pile 3? Pile 3's important lessons. Yeah, you can allow yourself to be passionate about something, to get excited about something, you know? Fool, yes. Allow yourself to feel passion. It doesn't make you reckless. The Fool upright is not reckless, it's just excited about what's to come. If it were upside down, it would be like, okay, you're making reckless, rash decisions and stuff, but no. I think you're learning, or should be learning, to embrace new beginnings and the unknown, and just get excited about it. Oh, 8 of Cups. Walk away from what doesn't serve you. Which could be this past failure, devastation, heartbreak, whatever it was that hurt you. Walk away from it. It's not serving you. It's keeping you in a... Oh. Now I'm getting a whole new perspective. So if this is not about a work endeavor, if this is in fact about emotions, I think you're playing it super safe in order to not get hurt again. But, and you're shutting off that passionate aspect of maybe falling in love. Wow, this took a turn now. Yeah, so for some of you, this is work related for sure, because we have this aspect of working hard towards a goal and stuff. But I think for some of you, this is about shutting off emotionally, not letting yourself be passionate, be very, very calculated in your exchanges. But being very, very guarded. Yeah, very guarded. But no matter what your circumstances are, you're learning to embrace new beginnings, to get excited about them, embrace change, to walk away from those emotions that are just not good for you. Let the past be the past and move forward. What? Okay. The 9 of Swords. The 9 of Wands in reversed. Learning to not take it, to not let it take your power from you. Yeah, this was just me not being able to shuffle, but this one landed on the table. Oh, it's a Page of Wands again in reverse. We had that before, so it's gonna stay here. It's also about starting something from scratch and learning something, and I think in your case, it's really learning to be passionate again. Lessons for pile 3. Important lessons for pile 3. You want it to come out. Ha! And here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Here the King is reversed, but the Queen is upright. And what do we have here? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yes. This will ultimately lead you to that abundance you seek, that, because I do think it's material wealth, material abundance, material comfort that you're seeking. Also, the Queen of Pentacles can talk about, you know, a family life. If it's an emotional matter, for those of you who are shutting off emotionally out of fear of getting hurt, this can talk about your desire to want a family and become a parent, take care of someone, nurture someone, offer that emotional comfort to someone, that taking care of someone. And the Knight of Pentacles right next to it actually should be like this. First you're a knight and then you're a queen. It's a process. Getting there is a process. Here you're the Page of Wands that needs to learn to be passionate again, to follow your bliss, to follow the fire within you, instead of shutting it away, instead of shutting it off, fearing that it will only get you burned. Learning to embrace that passion again. And once you have that foundation, once you've integrated those parts of yourself that you haven't really let out because you're very guarded, very careful, very calculated, once you've integrated those parts of you again, you can actually work towards that abundance you seek. But it's really learning to reclaim your power too. Without passion, you don't have the drive to reach your goals. I hope you know what I'm saying. I hope you really hear me. Being cautious and what's the word? Tactical and rational will only get you so far if you don't burn for your goal, if you're not feeling that passion. I mean, look at her. Yes, she's a hard and determined worker, but she's feeling what she's doing, and she's passionate about it. You make sure that whatever it is that you choose, that you burn for it. Don't choose a safe option. Don't choose the most comfortable option even. Get out of your comfort zone. Help your loved ones make that decision, or at least hear what they have to say to you, because they know you too, and they maybe have a clearer perspective on you because you're right in the middle of it. You're feeling, you have felt a lot, and you're maybe scared. You're scared to take a risk. So what you're learning, your lesson here to be learned is to find that giant-like joy again. You know, the excitement and joy only children feel. Whatever they look at, they're just so excited to learn about it. That's what this card reminds me of. They're not scared that the bee's gonna sting them if they get too close to it. They just want to examine it, you know. They're not scared to, they just go for it. Children just go for it and think about it. Like, they do it and then think about it later. Now, of course, we're adults and we made some experiences and that made us smarter. You don't want to be a child, they're reckless and stupid. But you want to embrace that childlike energy of just going for it, taking the risk, getting excited about all the possibilities, being open for the journey. Yes, the journey is likely to bring you some unpleasant moments, but it's also going to bring you so many joyful ones that you're going to miss out on if you keep having your guard up and if you don't walk away from, if you don't let the past be the past, it will always hinder you. So, yeah. Your lesson here is to let the past be the past. Get excited and passionate about things again. And just see how it allows you to become more and more abundant. Once you lay down those negative thoughts, the self-limiting beliefs based on your past experiences, you're going to be able to manifest everything that you long for. But you can't do that if you keep stopping yourself. Okay. Lastly, I'm pulling some final advice from spirits. I already pulled your oracles. We have the White Raven spirit, trust in magic. Which I think it's very fitting. You have to find your trust again. The world's not out to get you. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Yeah, and this is important. The parrot hears you and imitates you. And that's exactly how the universe / law of attraction works. Your vibration is being mirrored in your life. The universe knows what you're feeling and knows what you're thinking most of the day, and just reflects that back to you. Nothing goes unheard. So you want to really watch your feelings and your thoughts. You want to get to a place, you want to feel joyful and passionate and excited instead of focused on the fear, on the pain, on the negative, because you're only going to draw in more of that. So really watch your thoughts, emotions, your well-being. Trust again that the universe has so much magic in store for you. Embrace the in-between. Enjoy the process. You're here to learn, to grow, to experience. You don't have to rush anywhere, and you can't anyway. Nature. Ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. That's funny, we had these two cards in pile 2 as well. So maybe there's some messages in there for you too, if you feel called to check it out. Yes, it's important for you to find somewhere where you feel comfortable and safe and secure to be yourself. I feel like there needs to be some healing done. Strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through the other side, to the other side. Look for the gifts in the situation. Yes, your past pain, what hurt you in the past, it happened for a reason. But you keep looking back with maybe regret, or maybe what's the word? Uh, Resentment. But you're gonna come out stronger if you just reclaim those parts of yourself that you lost. You will come out stronger than before. Every tough time we go through is the most valuable experience we can have. Nothing ever brings us forward as much as pain. Dance. Move your body to music, dance to the rhythm of life, manifest your dreams through dance. Yes, look, that's what she's doing. And what is more passionate? What's a more passionate expression than dance? Wow, that is so important. Thank you, Divine. Please dance, please move your body, because it will help you embody all the, it will help you embody everything that you want to attract. It will help you reconnect with your body. Maybe this was a traumatic experience. Even in trauma gets stuck in our bodies. We have to move our body to release it. Like, for example, that's just an example, might not be relevant to you at all, but it's just the first thing that comes to my mind off the top of my head. Sexual trauma. It gets stuck in the lower part of our body, in our hips, and by like shaking your butt and moving your hips, you release that tension, and you make your energy in that area flow again. And that's what you want to do. Move your body through whatever you're experiencing. Feel everything. Don't shut anything out, but also don't indulge in the pain. Just like let it be. Move through it. Move your body. Find joy in dance, music. Just be happy. Really, be happy. Get excited for what's to come. There's so much left to experience for you, sensitive soul. I can sense that you have been hurt very badly. And I'm sorry for what you went through, but there's so much more left to explore for you. You're only at the beginning. It's not the end. Make your own well-being your focus, and everything else will follow, but you have to reclaim the parts of you that you lost first, one step at a time. You can't rush to this. It's not possible. So yes, that's all the messages I have for you. I hope this was helpful for you. I thank you very much for being here. Leave a comment if it resonated. Let me know what your experience is. I would love to chat with you. Make sure to follow me. Subscribe, I mean. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos. If you enjoyed this one, of course. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok for shorter content if you, for example, need a quick word of advice for the day or something similar. And lastly, I am open for personal readings. So if you feel called to that, to something more personal, and you can afford to, then please do not hesitate to send me an email so we can do this together. You can find my email address in the description if I don't forget to put it there, and if I do, you can find it on my profile. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.